Right, welcome back everybody. Back from a long trip down to PE. Today's video I'll be doing a quick oil service. I use a TiVo 4T on all the classic bikes. But the video for today will be about the Tripmeter. We'll solder in a part, I'll show you how we do it. That will enable your speed function within your Africa Twin, and we'll do a few things around that the owner wants to get done as well. But yeah, let's get cracking and let's get it sorted. Okay, you've removed the unit. There's a bit of a problem here we need to address. It's already half broken out, but we'll get to that one. Very first step, we'll be putting new O-ring material in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's open up bolts. There's one missing. I think let's just get the unit open. Get the correct screwdriver for the application. Don't get it too big, too small. And yeah, it's always going to be noisy next to the highway until I change location. This is what it is. I'll live with the noise. But I'm first going to test out the voltmeter that was working at that stage. If it still works, I don't know. We'll see. What am I missing? 1, 2, 3. Got all the volts. Oh, it's been glued. Alright. Or has it? It's very sticky. Okay, there is at least some type of O-ring in here. Or portions of it fell out. Right, this is your standard Tripmeter. At least we've got no problems here. It's a bit indented here. I'll work on that. The next thing we need to do is to get this unit out of here. It's been squeezed in here. The only thing that should have been done is a little hole should have been cut in here. But yeah, let's see if this unit still works, and then we carry on from there. Right, so let me get a battery. Let me have a quick look at that. Right, this unit is completely dead. Nothing happens. I'll have a look if I have another one. Don't know, I had a few. I'll check it out and then we'll carry on with the video. And while it's open and I'm doing the speed enabling, then I can just as well see if I can't find another unit for him. There is some evident damage on the glass and that's going to stay. But anyway, alright, let's carry on in a minute. The most important thing that you need to remember on this speed enablement hack on the XRV 750 Africa Twin RDO 7 Tripmeter is that you connect points A and B with a 10,000 ohm resistor. It doesn't matter which way it goes around, just make sure that you connect it properly. A bunch of fine soldering work is required, so have a steady hand and take your time, don't rush through it. The next part will take a very steady hand. I'll show on screen. On your PC board there is an SPD indicator just next to your big IC. That is for speed. It's got 2 open contacts. Now you need to get a 10,000 ohm resistor and somehow flat against your PC board as possible. Solder it between the 2 points in. 10,000 ohm, I'll put the resistor on so that you can see the colors. But in between those 2 points, that's where we're going to solder them into. And as I said, it's going to take a steady hand to do that. But yeah, let's carry on. Before we carry on, the voltmeter that was in is gone. I've got another one, so that will work. Okay, let's start this. Okay, let's quickly have a look. Obviously with a very, very steady hand. Trip 1, trip 2, trip, speed. Can you see that? Speed is enabled. Trip 1, trip 2, speed in kilometers per hour. You can do it in miles per hour as well. I never bothered. But there we go. Let me unplug this before I short circuit anything, and I'll show you how we did the connection on that side of the board. Let's carry on. Let's go there. Alright, I'll take another picture as well. It's really very fine soldering, but it's doable. It's not rocket science. If you've got a bit of a steady hand, I try to. I'll take a picture. I'll just make sure that nothing touches, but it's sorted, it's done. 10,000 ohm resistor between speed point on the PC board. Just connect the resistor from the one point to the other point. That solves your issue. You'll enable your speed setting, and that's all there is to it. So you can obviously see it's very dirty. It got in some dust somewhere, so I have to really make sure when I close it up that no dust gets in here. This piece of O-ring I'll replace. But yeah, that's it. Video on the speed. I'll do good pictures, good instructions so that you can see how to do it. It's really straightforward. But just don't screw it up. Have a steady hand and chase away everybody around you, and make sure you sit and do this alone. And then you start assembling everything again and you're done. Sorted, dusted. Cool. I'll do a video when it's assembled and on the bike again. Alright, let's have a quick chat about the Tripmeter speed that we enabled. Switch the bike on. You have your speed enabled here. If you go through the Tripmeter settings, you can go trip 1, trip 2, trip, your speed setting, and then obviously you have the other standard stuff. Voltmeter works. Let's start the bike up quickly, have a look at the charge rate. I'm going to start it up with lights off and then with lights on. 13.9 lights off. 12.8, 13.2. So charging rate is fine. Easy way to build it in. Straightforward. Yeah, we'll see what we do on our next hack for the Africa Twin. But I'll put up the detail and what we reached to actually get the setting to work. It's really straightforward. You can do it yourself. Just remember, use a 10,000 ohm resistor. You don't want to put any load, overload any circuits. And Bob's your uncle. That's it. Cool. Until our next video, we'll see you soon. Bye bye everybody.